All right. We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be wrapping up the final game of a 4-game series at home against the Houston Astros. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the Bird Watcher here. People call me BW for short. And folks, we're the only game in town tonight. The Baltimore Orioles will be wrapping up this 4-game series. They lost the first game. They were down and out, but they've bounced back in style with a couple of come-from-behind wins in grand fashion. Literally. Anthony Santander with a grand slam on Friday. Jackson Holliday with a 3-run double yesterday. And yes, the Orioles have a 2-1 lead, folks. The final game of this series, final game of the short homestand before we get on a plane and head out west for a couple of series in Los Angeles and again in Colorado. So welcome in, folks. This is the Birdwatcher channel. Let me introduce myself to those that might be new to this channel. My name's BW. And this channel is dedicated to providing live play-by-play coverage of every Orioles baseball game all season long. Folks, we're 130 games into this thing. And, or is it 131? Make it 131. We've got 31 to play. 76-55 record, 21 games above 500. The Astros come into today at 69-60. They are first place in the American League West. They have been one of the hottest teams in baseball, particularly on the road. They had a 9-game road winning streak that we snapped on Friday, and now they've lost 2 in a row to us. Let's make it 3. Also, folks, tonight is a special night for more than one reason, and that's why I want to say hello to anybody that's new. Here's the reason. Right there. Folks, we are currently 11. That's right. 11 subscribers away from the year 2000. From the year 2000.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
That's right. Tonight we celebrate in more ways than one. We're going to hit 2,000 subscribers. Come hell or high water. 11 spaces remain. Folks, welcome in number 1989. My favorite personal year of Baltimore Orioles baseball, the why not season of 1989. The year after we started 0-21 and came within one weekend series against the Toronto Blue Jays from winning the American League East. Folks, 1989, my favorite Orioles season. Why not grab 1990? Or 91. I think Cal won the American League MVP that year. So, folks, get on in. Oh, by the way, yeah, in case you didn't know, I've got on the right shirt today. All right, check it out. This game, I don't know what the deal is. They haven't marked as starting at 7 o'clock, but I don't think that's true. I think that's when ESPN goes on the air. I think it's not going to start in 6 minutes. But let's take a look. Let me cue up some more of this music again. Oh, folks. I got good news and bad news. The good news is I am pumped. I am excited. The adrenaline is there. The bad news is total amount of sleep from this past night. 0 hours and 0 minutes. That's right. Couldn't sleep a wink. Thinking about too many things. Thinking about the Orioles. Thinking about this channel. Thinking about this trip I've got to be on. In 24 hours from now, I'm going to be about a half an hour into my trip out to Cambodia. Jesus. I got to get some sleep this coming night. But not too much. I can't oversleep. I'm going to be worried about oversleeping, so I'll probably be restless, trying to make myself sleep. All right, whatever. Hey, folks. Dean Kramer is going to be on the mound tonight facing Yusei Kikuchi. He's still wearing a Blue Jays hat in this photo. Yahoo, come on. Let's get this up to date. Of course, Kikuchi came over during the trade deadline to Houston. We know him very well in the American League East. Left-handed pitcher, veteran, 6-9 record, 4.37 ERA. Dean Kramer and Kikuchi, win-loss record identical, ERA nearly identical. Their whip is very, very close. These two pitchers, one's a lefty, one's a righty. That's about the only difference between them on paper. So pretty even matchup on the mound. Let me go over the lineups here, get them out of the way, because again, I'm not quite sure when this game is indeed starting. I got it up here on the screen. For the Astros, leading off and playing second base, Jose Altuve. Batting second and playing third, Alex Bregman. DHing and batting third is Yainer Diaz. Hitting cleanup and playing shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Victor Caratini will be behind the plate and bat fifth. Ben Gamel out in right field, batting sixth. Zach DeZenzo is at first base, hitting seventh. Mauricio Dubon will hit eighth and play left field. And finally, Chas McCormick is in center field, batting ninth. That is your Houston Astros lineup. Folks, 11. This channel goes to 11. For the Orioles, let's see if I can parse this without cheating. Well, Jimenez is there, so there's your DH. And yeah, I think Rivera is at first tonight. So that is that's the surprise in this lineup tonight. So we have Austin Slater going to lead it off, play left field. Adley Rutschman will do the catching and bat second. Gunnar Henderson will play short and bat third. Anthony Santander, right fielder, cleanup hitter, and legend. Eloy Jimenez will bat fifth and DH. Colton Cowser will be in center field and bat sixth. Emmanuel Rivera played third base yesterday in his Orioles debut. Today he'll play first base. He'll hit seventh. Ryan Mountcastle, by the way, still day-to-day, or else we'd likely see him in that spot. Probably a little higher up in the lineup as well. And Ramon Arias will play third base, his usual spot today. He'll hit eighth. And Jackson Holliday back in the lineup today after that big pinch hit yesterday. He'll bat ninth and play second base. All right, folks, here's the deal. The Boston Red Sox lost today, and I started crunching the numbers, folks, and here's the deal. We've got 31 games left to play. Now, I've heard a lot of talk around here at the Charm City chat over the last couple of weeks or month or whatever time you want to put on it about how the team is playing, how we're going to not even make the playoffs. This team is just it's just going to, completely crap the bed. Well, here's the deal. We have 31 games remaining. If we go these 31 games with a record of just 16-15, just barely a winning record, after today's loss by the Red Sox, they would have to go, and this is the only team that can prevent us from getting into the postseason. You can start looking at teams behind Boston, but then it's ridiculous. Boston is the only team that has any real shot, if you want to call it that, at bumping us out of the playoffs entirely. And in order for them to do that, if we were to go 16-15 in our final 31 games, they would have to go 28-6 in their final 34. Keeping in mind that we have the tiebreaker against them if we were to end up tied. So they would have to go 28-6 if we just play 500 ball, folks. So just remember that. Just start counting the losses for Boston, okay? We're getting in. So let's not worry about that. Let's try and play our best. Let's try to win the division. Let's try to get a bye. Those are all well and good. But let's not freak out. Maybe we don't win today. Maybe we go to Colorado and we lose a game and we think we should be sweeping, But, folks, hang in there, all right? Let's enjoy this playoff push. And let's try to have a little bit of fun because, man, it's been a lot of anxiety around here for about a month or so. Mountcastle's day-to-day, Carrie, I can't remember exactly what the issue is, but apparently it's nothing major. He might be available to pinch hit today if necessary. We'll see. Same thing with Cedric Mullins. Mullins is also day-to-day. And again, possibility you could see him in the ball game in some capacity, particularly to pinch run, because I think the issue with him was a finger issue. Hey, PAS, how you doing there, buddy? Did the Mets game already wrap up? Folks, Pure Adrenaline Sports, PAS, feel free to drop your link in the chat. We're still waiting for this ball game to get started. But if you want another channel to add to your list for sports content, live play-by-play, please check out Pure Adrenaline Sports page. He covers the Mets, the Flyers, I think the Jets. Do you call Jets games? I know you're a Jets fan, Pure. Jeremiah says, Astros fan, really enjoyed your stream this series. I'm keeping you on my sub list. Hopefully y'all get a good showing in the playoffs. Anyone but the Yanks. Hey, Jeremiah, I second that notion, and I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks so much. It's nice to hear positive feedback. You'd be surprised what your boy will hear on a daily basis from some people who apparently think that, I do the worst possible job ever conceived. But thank you for that. Folks, I'm still waiting just for this game to go to the broadcast. I'm in this MLB TV limbo where you've got like that blurred out background of random baseball action with a message that just says, thank you for watching. I mean, where's the game? 2 minutes after the top of the hour. The game is not started yet, correct? Again, they're saying 8 o'clock as if it's a first pitch. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, 7 o'clock, East Coast. But again, that sounds more to me like a start time for the broadcast, not first pitch, which means it's probably more like 7 minutes after the hour, something like that. I'm getting concerned here, folks. I want to see a broadcast here. Has anybody got the game showing up on their screen right now? I need to sneeze. Yep, Visa run to Cambodia 24 hours from now. It's going to be an all-day affair. First of all, after this game I call today, I got to go to the hospital. I got to do my check-in, get everything squared up there, because the one thing I can't afford if I somehow got stranded at a border is to not have my meds. But I'm not taking anything else. I mean, when I first came out here, I was down to just one backpack and one piece of luggage. And when I would do a trip like this, it would be an overnight stay. I'd go to Laos, do an overnight stay. This is just a one-day, all-day affair. And I've accumulated enough stuff now where it's just not feasible to take it all with me, particularly like this lighting equipment, this microphone. I mean, if I were to take anything, it'd be this microphone and my computer, and that's it. That takes precedent over clothing and just about anything else. Because at least if I got stranded, maybe I can find a hotel in Cambodia and still get some Wi-Fi and, still do this in a different country in a couple of days. And then as soon as I get back, you got this Dodger game Tuesday night, Monday morning for me, and then as soon as that game's over, I have to report back to immigration. I have to then, it's just, I'm sitting here going over my mind these things I have to do over the next few days and wondering how the hell I'm going to pull it off without collapsing. I don't know, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just having a little bit of chit-chat before the game. Folks, we are waiting for this game to get started, and just a reminder, we're looking to get to 2,000 subscribers tonight.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
So if you are watching right now, I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal. Subscribe today, and I promise you won't regret it. All right? Thank you, Janet. Janet, Matt. Charm City chat mods are here. How we doing, everybody? Mulberry, Depressed, Zopfinator. Where are you? I'm in Thailand. And folks, we are 10 away.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
1990. We've hit the 90s, folks. The best decade of my life. Boy, I enjoyed the 90s. Good times. Turned 13 in 1990. Started high school a year later. Ended college in 1999. Those were the salad days for your boy BW. Lots of learning experiences, most of them not intended. All right. We are... Where the hell are we? Yeah. I'll take it off the screen here. We'll check back. It would be really nice to see the moment because, folks, it is such a big deal. It really is. I know a lot of you out there are like, BW, would just shut up about subscriptions. Folks, whenever we get up to like a 000 number on this channel, we're going to celebrate it. This is a grind, folks. Okay? Need to hit some targets. Have a little bit of something to celebrate. We got to get, folks, I'm not signing off tonight until we get there. So I hope you guys are prepared to start a second account if necessary. Hey, K-Tron. Yes, sir. How you doing? No, I just hit an immigration office locally, Yoko. I did have to go to Bangkok to get a brand new passport once. But otherwise, folks, we're 9 away.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious
I
battle.
wish I could sit here and actually give you some feedback on what's happening on the broadcast. Let you give you some idea of what the scenes are at Camden Yards, but it's still just in this perpetual commercial break. I'm going to get out of here and try to reopen this thing because I'm getting worried. This should not be taking this long. Last thing I need is a problem. All right, I'm going back in. All right, this looks better. I can see the Oriole bird in a screenshot frozen, so that's a good sign. Okay. What do we got? We got a spinning wheel. My goodness. That's right. ESPN Sunday night game of the week. Nationally televised game. We're the only game in town. Hopefully that means some nice numbers for us over here and we get a nice big crowd. I'm still trying to open up this ball game. I don't know if MLB TV is just, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know how they work with ESPN. This is the first Sunday night game the Orioles have had this season. Is that right? Louder what? What's louder? What? Something need to be louder? Oh, if you heard like 2 seconds of, yeah, I got it. And it's all good. What's not good is I'm not seeing the broadcast yet. And we are 1 minute away from first pitch. What the hell's going on, folks? This is not the way to have a big Sunday night game with some channel celebrations in store as well, hopefully. I'm going to have to go to a backup page, which stinks because that means this stream is probably going to be a little bit behind, if not a lot of bit behind. All right, I'm going to leave this one up in the background. And we're going to have to start over here, folks. I mean, it looks like the game is about to start. So I'm going in here. Unfortunately, this is how it usually is. It's going to be a little bit behind, folks, but we're going to have to be here for now. So, folks, if you are watching along, Dean Kramer is on the bump right now. and they are just introducing the lineups on the screen for the Astros. You're probably ahead of me. What you're going to want to do is, if you have the ability to do so, if you're watching along on the television, just pause the game. It's right after the first pitch, you can pause it, or right after the first out, whatever you want to do, and then just allow me to catch up, make the same call of that play, and then you'll be synced up with me, okay? Again, I apologize. I'm keeping an eye on the other stream to see if it ever pops up, because it should be better timed, but otherwise it looks like we're going to have a bit of a delay. Jose Altuve is about to step up to the batter's box. Dean Kramer is throwing another warm-up pitch. 18 starts on the season for Kramer. He's been looking good his last few starts. Okay. Well, how about this for a stat? Dean Kramer's got the second best split finger pitch in baseball in terms of batting average against. Only Logan Gilbert of the Mariners has a more effective splitter than Dino. All right, so you're about to see first pitch. Kramer just tossed the ball, and now it's getting tossed around the infield. So likely I'm going to be about 30 seconds behind, folks. Once again, if you are watching along, there's a way we can do this where you can still enjoy it. If you have the ability to pause it's the same thing if I'm ahead of you. You can always pause me for a sec. Let the game catch up to me. But right now, Altuve's got 1 foot in the box. He's got the second foot in. He taps the plate with his bat, and we're about to see the first pitch of the ball game right now. Sunday night, 4th game of a 4-game series. First pitch is right down the middle for a called strike from Kramer. We are underway in Baltimore. The man, if it's satellite, you ought to be able to. Have you ever tried? This pitch is off the plate outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Folks, the Red Sox lost earlier today. And if you weren't here with me in the first couple of minutes of the broadcast, that's a called strike on the outside edge, a sinker from Kramer, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to the leadoff man, Jose Altuve. The 1-2 is a curveball swung on and missed. Altuve strikes out to start the ball game.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Dean Kramer gets Altuve with a curve, and Altuve was fooled. Big first out. Here's Alex Bregman, who's had a quiet series for the most part. He takes low for ball 1. Bregman batting .258 on the season. 20 homers, 60 knocked in. Right-handed batter. This pitch is hit to the air, right side. Santander is jogging toward the foul line, and he makes the catch. 2 down here in the top of the first. The man, you give it a try yet on that whole pause thing? Do you have a remote that just has the pause button? Give it a try. It might work. Now, if you're watching with a rabbit ears TV from the analog days, then no, you're kind of screwed. Here's Yainer Diaz, DHing today. 2 down, nobody on. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. The Orioles are wearing their traditional home white jerseys and pants with the orange lettering and trim. Road grays for Houston. This one is fouled away to the left side by Diaz, who's hitting .302 for this team. Since June 1st, Diaz with the 4th highest average in the league, behind the likes of Aaron Judge, who was at the top of the list at .382. My goodness, Aaron Judge has up to 50 home runs already with a week left to go in August. Unbelievable. 2-1 pitch, low and in, and the count now 3-1 on Diaz. You're a good man, the man. This pitch is hit on the ground to short. Gunner backhands. Throws across. In time. Inning over. 1-2-3. Go the Astros. Dean Kramer. 11 pitches. Looking sharp to get things started. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Houston nothing and the Orioles coming up. Let's go. Evening, Isaac, Mr. Hyde, Robert, Nicholas, Nicolette, Janet the man, Michael, Bruce, Kurt, Book Doc. Who else we got here? Jeremiah, Shantae, hello to you. Mike, Baxter, Rod. Yeah, folks, we're this is the nationally televised game. We got to look good. Matter of fact, let me check over here. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this other stream. That's really disappointing. It feels like anytime it's an Apple game or just some kind of game that's not done by the local team, seems to be whenever I have a problem. I'm going to give it one more look here, though. I'm too stubborn to give up. I don't like being behind. 6:17 a.m., folks. You'll see the sun start to poke its way through the curtain behind me. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. What's going on down at the nightclub tonight?
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? Where's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Folks, if you're just tuning in, this game is going into the bottom of the first. My apologies. I have to watch a ball game that is in a bit of a broadcast delay. So I'm about 20 to 30 seconds behind what you're watching in all likelihood. Again, if you do have the ability to, please try to sync your game up with mine. Otherwise, you'll just have to treat this like old-fashioned radio. I'll give you the play-by-play call, and we're going to keep the screen down here with the box score and not up top with the pitch-to-pitch tracker because we're too far behind. We don't want to get spoiled. Yusei Kikuchi is on the mound for Houston. Again, a member of the Blue Jays up until the end of last month, came over in a trade. First pitch to Austin Slater is in there for a strike. Slater's up to the plate, folks. Where are you at?
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
The 0-1 pitch is way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. So, folks, I would advise just pay no attention to that score or that box score unless you really got to take a look. The 1-1 is swung on and missed on a pitch a little bit inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff man here for Baltimore. This pitch is low. 2-2 the count now on Austin Slater. Getting another start against a left-handed pitcher. Looks like a lovely early evening in Baltimore right now. Doesn't look too hot. This ball's fouled away. Still 2-2 on Slater. So once again, I was talking about the Red Sox losing earlier. If the Orioles just play 500 ball the rest of the way, the Red Sox would have to go something about 28-6 down the stretch in order to keep us out of the postseason. That ball is lined down the left field corner, foul. Slater gave it a ride down in the left field corner, but it's just pulled it a little bit too much. Boy, a lot of empty seats down that way. 2-2 the count still. 7th pitch of the at-bat, and it's fouled back again. How about this first AB here from Austin Slater? He's seen 7 pitches already. This is what you want a leadoff man to do. Whoops, sorry about that. This pitch is outside, and now the count has gone full. If I'm ahead of anybody, you can always just pause me for a brief while and try to work it out that way. Payoff pitch, swung on, hit in the air, center field, left center. They were shaded toward right center. The catch is made by McCormick. Austin Slater gave this one a ride, but he hit it to one of the deeper spots of the park, just to the left of center field. Again, the center fielder about 6-7 strides shaded to right field. I'm sorry. I just took a cup of coffee and I've got like indigestion or something. McCormick had to go 88 feet to make that catch. I like to see that graphic. I like to know how far a outfielder has to run. Here's Adley Rutschman. First pitch is ball one.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
And this pitch is a called strike from Kikuchi at the bottom of the zone. 1-1 the count. We're just getting started, folks. Bottom of the first, no score. The Orioles at the plate, 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch to Rutschman is reached for and missed. Adley chased a pitch several inches off the plate. I mean, there are a lot of empty seats here. I can't get a good shot yet of the prime seats between the bases from the dugout to the home plate area, but from the dugout on down the lines into the outfield, looking pretty sparse here tonight. This pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 2-2. Rutschman 9 for 23 lifetime off of Kikuchi with 3 home runs. This one's hit on the ground, but right to short. Pena over to first in time, and that is the second out. Rutschman grounds out to short. 2 down for Gunnar Henderson.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
All right. School's starting up tomorrow. Great. So we get a Sunday night home game on the eve of school starting. So if we could have gotten any other night this summer, we could have had a bigger crowd. First pitch to Gunnar is inside. 97-mile-an-hour fastball from Kikuchi. Henderson batting .284 on the season. The 1-0 is hit into the air, center field, but going to hang up there. McCormick's got room. He backpedals again to the wrong part of the park. He is lined straight up with that 410-foot sign, about 25 feet in front. So that's about a 385, 390 foot out from Gunnar Henderson. That'll end the inning. We go to the second, no score in Baltimore. All right. So, folks, once again, if you're just joining us tonight, speaking of join,
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
we got 2 goals tonight, folks. The Orioles are looking to take a 3 out of 4 series win over the Astros. How great would that be? And even though the Yankees already won today and we want to keep pace, it's not the end of the world if we don't win this game and wind up splitting this series because, folks, after that first game, you can't tell me that you weren't worried that we're going to lose 3 out of 4 minimum, perhaps get swept. We came back strong, a couple of come-from-behind, late-inning come-from-behind wins. The sort of win we've been waiting for. We've had a couple in a row against one of the hotter teams in the league. And now, at least as of this morning, perhaps the Yankee win today has changed it. I'm not sure, but when I woke up, or when everybody woke up this morning, the Dodgers had the best record in baseball, and we got to go out there and play them next. A lot of teams close right now, though. Dodgers, Phillies, Orioles, Yankees, Guardians, Brewers. I mean, we're talking 6, 7 teams all within a few games of each other. It is madness this season. All right. Why am I looking at shirts? I don't know. We're about to get started here in the top of the second. It'll be Jeremy Pena to lead it off for the Astros. They have a 4-game lead on the Mariners, 5 in the loss column. Seattle, boy, they really tanked after their trade deadline moves. Waiting on the first pitch to Pena. Here it comes. And that is a curveball that's hit straight up into the air. Center field. Cowser comes in a couple of steps and makes the catch. I'm loving the way Dean's getting the quick outs. 1 down here in the second. Wow. Apparently on June 18th, the Mariners had a 98% chance of making the playoffs, and the Astros are given just a 26% chance. And those numbers have basically reversed since then. Here's Victor Caratini. First pitch is a strike. Here's a curveball that stays up and outside. Ball 1. Caratini batting .269. He's a switch-hitting catcher. And there goes my page jumping on me again. Here's the next pitch. A curveball low and in. 2 balls, 1 strike on Caratini. 1 out in the top of the second. Pitch number 16 of the day for Kramer is another curve. Well, make that a splitter. Boy, that splitter, when it hangs, it looks like a curve. That is outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count. This one's reached for off the plate by Caratini and fouled away. That was ball 4, a fastball. But the count now has gone full. Ben Gamel on deck. Pitch is in the, well, if it's not in the dirt, it's close. It's not in the zone, that's for sure. That is ball 4, issued by Dean Kramer. First base runner of the night for the Astros. Caratini with a walk. All right, Ben Gamel, left-handed batter. Outfielder, veteran, hitting .290, limited action. First pitch is up and away for ball 1. Fastball at 94 from Kramer. Just 31 at-bats with the Mets and Astros combined for Gamel. On the season, this pitch is off the plate, 2-0. But, yeah, he's been around the block. I remember mostly him being with the Brewers. I think he came up with the Brewers. 2-0 is off the plate. 3-0 now from Kramer. No need to nibble, Dino. Let's go after this guy. 3-0 pitch. That is right down Broadway. Okay, well, don't throw it that. Don't throw it right there. But we got that strike. Luckily, Gamel taking all the way. 3-1 the count here. Runner at first, 1 down. The pitch. That is a called strike. Belt high in the outside corner. Gamel went into a swing, checked it. Was convinced that was not in the zone. Has words with the umpire. Full count here. Here comes the payoff pitch. Curveball, and here goes the runner down to second, and the tag is there. We nail Victor Caratini trying to steal. Adley Rutschman has thrown out a base runner, folks. How about that?
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Oh, Adley Rutschman needed that. Folks, he's been struggling both at the plate and behind it. Yesterday, he had a 3-hit ball game. Today, he's throwing out a would-be base stealer. Yes, it is the catcher, Victor Caratini. Not sure why he's straight stealing in that spot. I guess the Astros wanted to figure out just how bad we were at throwing out base runners. Well, we're not that bad. We're not so bad that you can just let your catcher, who's probably got 2 lifetime steals, to be running on us. That ain't going to work.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
All right. We got to do it every inning, folks, because it's a big night. Oh, my God, it could get big right now before the next inning. Folks, who wants to celebrate right now? I mean, folks, we could make history.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
History being made, folks. A do-it-yourself Orioles rabid fan had an idea during the winter and said, you know what, I'm going to start up a channel and I'm going to do play-by-play for Baltimore Orioles games. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. And how am I going to do it? Well, I'll get a microphone, I'll start a YouTube channel, and I'll just start calling games. And here we are, 1,999 subscribers later. Folks, come on now. Who wants to be number 2,000? Who wants to be it? It could be you. And I do get, folks, we're going to have to, oh, wow, look at that. Yeah. Yeah, you can play that game. Guess what? We're getting there tonight. Have your fun. Don't care. Again, I'm sitting here talking about how excited I am about this channel. Folks, I hope to be doing this for years to come, and I hope that you guys enjoy following the Orioles with me for years to come. That's the plan. We're going to party like it's 1997. We'll just check back in on another inning. Anthony Santander's up to hit. First pitch is on the outside edge, and that's called a strike.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Folks, get them taters up in the chat. Tony's up. Next pitch is up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anthony Santander, average at just 236, but he's got 38 homers, 86 driven in. Hitting from the right side against the lefty Kikuchi. He takes low and in. 2-1 the count. Next offering from Kikuchi is up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No, 3 balls, 1 strike. Excuse me. That's a hitter's count, folks. The 3-1. That one's hit in the air, in the right, but it's going to stay in the yard. Making the catch a couple of feet in front of the track is Gamble. That is out number 1 here in the second. Eloy Jimenez is up next. Up steps Eloy. Had a hit in yesterday's ball game. First pitch to him is off the plate outside for ball 1. Fastball from Kikuchi at 96. 253 batting average, split between the White Sox and the Orioles for Jimenez. This pitch is in there for a strike. Change up, count even up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Phillies had a good win today. Nice. This pitch is low. 2-1 the count. Nobody on base, 1 out. No score in the bottom of the second. Pitch is fouled back. Count even up at 2-2. Yeah, this is not a great crowd tonight, folks. I mean, there's open seating even in the nicest of sections. You hate to see that. I get it. School's starting tomorrow. Come on now. 2-2 pitch is swung on, hit in toward the right field side, and the camera did not bother to cut to what looks like it would have been a great catch by the first baseman, Zach DeZenzo, in foul ground. We'll get a replay of it. I don't know why this has happened more. This didn't used to be the way. Thank you, John. You guys can remove the politics talk. Thanks. Thanks, John. I'm sure that'll garner one more vote. Here's the pitch to Colton Cowser, called a strike. 249 average, 19 homers, 57 driven in. And that one is low and away with a slider. Cowser is tied with the Padres' Jackson Merrill for the most home runs for a rookie in baseball at 19. 1-1 pitch is a check swing. It's a called strike, knee high. 1-2 the count. Baltimore still looking for their first base runner here. 2 down in the second inning. Kikuchi about to throw his 30th pitch of the evening, and it's off the plate. Another slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2. That is hit on the ground, foul off to the right, and we'll do it again. Folks, if you're just joining us, again, I'm going to put the reminder out, every 5 to 10 minutes, which is to say that the broadcast I'm watching tonight is a little bit behind than normal, so likely if you're watching along, you're ahead of me. This pitch is popped up by Cowser to center. McCormick is there, just waiting on it. He makes the catch. Inning over. The Orioles go 1-2-3 for the second inning. And no score here as we go to the third. Bottom of the order due up for Houston. Not much going on yet here. Sunday night baseball. All right. Well, I guess we'll just have to go back here for a minute. And we'll just see if this happens during this break. I need a Lucky, and I think I need to heat up some water. All right. Well, look at that. DeZenzo grounded out. May I call the ball game, please? ICAP Sports X. Yeah, that's sort of my job, dude. Come back and try again. Hey, we hit 2,000. Holy Toledo. We're going to celebrate it during the next half inning, okay? Number one job is to give you the play-by-play. Despite the efforts of somebody in chat. All right. Folks. In the year 2000. DeZinzo on the first pitch. Ground ball to Holliday. And he will throw to Kramer covering the bag to get the out. Boy, that was a crazy play. Emmanuel Rivera at first ran right in front of this baseball. Holliday is apparently mic'd up. Why do we have a rookie who has been kind of suspect in the field from time to time? Why do we have him mic'd up? Why do we need him having a distraction? Why is Jackson Holliday mic'd up? Why? Mauricio Dubon at the plate. He takes inside for ball one. One out here in the top of the third. Kramer has allowed one base runner a walk, and he was thrown out trying to steal. So he has faced the minimum so far. There's a called strike at the bottom of the zone. This is ridiculous, man. The 1-1 pitch is grounded off to the left and foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The thing is, folks, I mean, I know I'm going to sound like an old fart, and if I am, so be it. But the 1-2 here to Dubon, off the plate outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. When they do these kinds of interviews, when has it ever been really that interesting? It's always just like this fluff talk about whatever. Because they can't actually sit there and get in depth about anything because they're in the middle of playing a ball game. This ball is hit to right and foul down the right field corner. The man. Folks, what's that?
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
We have a message in from the man. He says, 2,000, way to go, BW, World Series next milestone. I'll take that. This one's grounded foul. Off to the left. 2-2 the count as we look at photographs of the Holliday family dancing at some wedding. Why? I don't know. I'm here to watch baseball, not look at somebody's Instagram page. Thanks. Full count on Dubon here. He's hitting .248. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the third. That one's popped up and out of play behind the plate. Full count. I don't get it. I really don't. The pitch. That one's going to get into left center. Down for a hit. Not hit hard at all. Probably hit off the lower part of the bat. That ball dunks into left center field for a 1-out single for Dubon. Here's the number 9 hitter, Chas McCormick. 1 out, runner at first. Yeah, all-star game, go ahead. Go right ahead. This pitch is in there for a strike. And you know what happened? I watched this year's All-Star game. They mic'd 3 Philly infielders because the Phillies had a stacked infield of All-Stars. Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, and Alec Boehm. And they had all 3 mic'd up. And it was what you would expect it to be. Completely not interesting. You could tell the broadcast team were like, come on, guys, like chatter it up. What do you usually say when you're out there? And they had nothing to say. Just pointlessness. 0-2 the count on McCormick. Josh, I get that question almost every day now. I have considered it, but only momentarily, as that's called strike 3. McCormick goes down on strikes.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Josh, I would love to have another sport to call during the off season, but I just don't see myself as being any sort of expert, or can I claim complete devotion to the Ravens like I do my beloved Orioles. You know, I grew up in Maryland in the 80s. The Colts had left town. I grew up a Redskins fan. And eventually I got sick of that organization, and I just left the NFL altogether for several years as I got a job writing about English soccer. So it was kind of easy to just leave the sport altogether. This is a swing and a miss. But I've always been a fan of the Ravens ever since they came to town because of the Baltimore ties. But, you know, I can be adopted into the family. It would be nice, but it's just weird for me. It's the same weird thing like when the Nationals came to play in Washington. I kind of root for them, but you can't match the intensity of that love affair you had since a kid. This is a strike 3. How about that, folks?
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Dean Kramer, 3 innings. He's given up just 1 hit, 1 walk with 4 strikeouts. Dean Kramer. He is def a fan of Snyder in all caps, and you're saying he like I'm not in the room. Man, you are an idiot, dude. Like, no, like, talk about no chill. I mean, what are you even talking about?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
All right, back to the ball game. Thanks for the input. Actually, folks, I do. I owed the chat an apology from yesterday's game. I do some self-auditing from time to time. And because I was battling with insomnia since last game, I went back and checked out not only the Jackson Holliday highlight, I made a nice little clip of it, the Holliday 3-run double. I heard several innings of my call, and yeah, I was in a cranky mood, folks. There's no getting around it. I was cranky, calling the game at 3 o'clock in the morning, a lot of stuff on my mind. And it's a shame because the Orioles had just had that great dramatic win the night before with Santander, and then we wind up having another win. I should be ecstatic, but yeah, I was in a foul mood. And you know, I 162 games, I would like to keep an even keel every single game, but some nights I'm going to not be as good. And last night was one of those nights. I'm going to try to do better. That's all I can try. Emmanuel Rivera at the plate, folks. We're going to start the bottom of the third now. Here we go. Looking for a first base runner. First pitch is off the plate outside for ball 1. Bruce, all time or living out here? As this pitch is low and in on Emmanuel Rivera, getting a start at first base tonight. I mean, living back in the States, American Spirit, I've been smoking those since the late 90s when nobody knew what the hell they were. Then they started to crop up in more places, thankfully. So it was easy to stick with that brand, but I can't get that brand out here. 3-0 the count here on Rivera. Let's get ball 4. That is inside, folks. Rivera draws a walk. Back-to-back games he's had a 4-pitch walk.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
All right, folks. Leadoff man on, our first base runner of the night. Enjoy it. I know you're not supposed to turn on the sprinkler with a walk, but man, we needed something. Here is Ramon Urias. First pitch is, oh, they call that a strike. That is clearly above the zone by a couple of inches.
I have a brother.
The 0-1 pitch is lifted behind the plate, foul, 0-2. Runner at first, nobody out. The Orioles looking for something. They have yet to get a hit tonight. We are in the third inning. That is a swing and a miss on a pitch up and into Arias, and he strikes out. That was more than Ramon could handle. Fastball up and in. Way late. Way late on that one. One down. Up steps Jackson Holliday. He's still got a microphone on while he's hitting. First pitch to him is a slider. Looks like it might have caught the outside black, but the call is not given to Kikuchi. So 1-0 the count. Holliday with the big hit yesterday. Scored all three of the runs on a pinch hit double. Here's a check on Rivera at first. He's in standing. I don't think Emmanuel Rivera is the base stealing sort, but I'm kind of guessing on that. Corner infielder. The 1-0 pitch is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Come on, Jackson. One ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out. Here comes the pitch. That is at the bottom of the zone, 97 for a strike. Taken by Holliday. 1-2 the count. One-two pitch. We're waiting for it. Here it is. That is in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Caratini. 2-2 the count, folks. No score, bottom of the third. The Orioles with a runner at first, 1 down, a 2-2 count to Holliday. Swung on, hit on the ground, and backhanded by Pena. They go to second for 1. That's all they'll get. As Pena was shifted far over toward the second base bag. He had to go a long way to get that ground ball. It'll go as a fielder's choice for Holliday with 2 down now. Back to the top of the order for Austin Slater.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
That was a good lucky. First pitch to Slater is called a strike. That's an inch off the plate. Yeah, Slater, I mean, he fills the 2 holes that were missing when we let Hayes go, which is a right-handed bat to use in the outfield against lefties. Swing and a miss here. And a guy that could handle our left field. Slater apparently doesn't have a very strong arm, but yeah, otherwise he can get to the ball. He can track it down pretty good. 0-2 the count here, and this one is lifted in the air. Not going to be trouble for anybody. Right fielder waiting on it makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Orioles get their first base runner of the night, but they have yet to get a hit. We go to the 4th inning, still scoreless. Hey, Josh, you're not alone. A lot of people do. That's the way to do it, if you can sync it up. Well, we got Dominguez, Bruce. We got Dominguez. I mean, it may not be the closing option that we're dreaming of, but based on what we got, if he's going to wind up being the guy closing games, that's a pretty big piece. I'm not saying we won that deal, but and Gregory Soto certainly isn't helping things. But I don't particularly regret the deal. Yeah, I feel he is a joke. Well, I think that's just kind of silly to say. I mean, first of all, one of those two games, the bullpen had gone like 6 scoreless innings before he gave up that walk-off home run. It was a 3-0 pitch, and he threw a 3-0 pitch in a spot that a hitter sitting 3-0 could do something with. And that's Dominguez's fault for not thinking of a situation like that where you're in a walk-off, one swing and the game's over situation. You can't just throw a pitch right down the gut. And he did. Yeah, I still think he's our best option. So you got to go with what your best option is. Maybe somebody else will take the mantle. Maybe somebody else will step up. Maybe Cano will start looking super sharp. Looked pretty good his last time out, actually, with a couple of his pitches. Yeah, Bruce, I know. I would love to have a closer with a better track record, more of a reputation, more experience closing games, but unfortunately we just couldn't go out and get that guy. We went out and paid $10-11 million for that guy, and I don't think the Orioles were interested in investing too much more to go get a bigger name than what we got. First pitch is hit to left field and deep. This is trouble. Going back, Slater makes the catch on the track. Folks, Alex Bregman has had a home run ball taken away by Baltimore. That ball is gone easily in Houston, the shortest left field porch in baseball. But here it's just an out. One down in the top of the fourth. Yainar Diaz at the plate. He looks at a curveball that, unfortunately, Rutschman cannot catch. Otherwise, that might have been called strike one. Umpire's going to say it's low and outside, or one of the two. 1 ball, no strikes to Yainar Diaz, 0 for 1 so far tonight. There's a breaking ball, stays high. 2-0. Kramer's on 43 pitches at the moment, 1 out here in the fourth. That pitch is swung on and fouled away. A cutter that Diaz chased with a 2-0 count. And we're happy that he did. 2-1 the count now. Next pitch from Kramer is over the plate but low. 2 balls, 3 balls, 1 strike. Is that right? I got that right? I got that right. Three-one pitch now. That is going to be hit foul off to the right, and the count has gone full on Yainar Diaz. 1 out, nobody on, top of the fourth, no score. Final game of a 4-game series with the Houston Astros, who came into town riding a 9-game road win streak. Well, they continued it by winning on Thursday night. And we brought it to an end. Won the next 2 games in dramatic fashion. This pitch is fouled away. Still a full count on Diaz. So we've got a golden opportunity to do what we thought realistically a few days ago seemed impossible. Take 3 out of 4 against Houston. Payoff pitch popped up on the infield. Who wants it? Get out of the way. It's Rivera who makes the catch. 2 down. Rivera again playing first base tonight. Ryan Mountcastle would normally be in there at first against a lefty, but he is day-to-day right now. I cannot recall what the issue is, but it's not serious. If somebody does know what the issue is, feel free to type it in the chat. Don't have that info in front of me. Jeremy Pena at the plate. He takes a called strike, and we're given an inch off the plate inside with that call. Thank you, ump. Pena 0 for 1 tonight. Here comes the next pitch. That's off the plate outside. 1-1 the count. A sinker from Kramer. He's up to 50 pitches now. Pitch count's doing just fine. This one's hit on a line, and it will get through into center field for a base hit. A 2-out single by Pena. Line straight back up the middle. Second hit of the evening for Houston. Both singles. With 2 down, that'll bring up Ben Gamel. Long interview going on with Justin Verlander. I'm just sitting here watching him talk, wondering when they're going to cut back to the game. Hey, they've decided to do that for us. Thanks. First pitch is fouled away by Victor Caratini. I'm sorry, it's Caratini at the plate, not Ben Gamel. Scratch that. Gamel's up after Caratini. Caratini with an 0-1 count. And that one's going to be hit into left center field and get down. Runner at first is going to get to third on this. And going to try to score, and he does. Wow. Jeremy Pena scores all the way from first base on a single. He must have been running with the pitch. The Astros have taken a 1-0 lead. My goodness. Yep, he took off with the pitch, and Pena turned on the Jets once he hit second. Got the wave around. Throw to the plate was a little bit late and high. The Astros lead at 1-0. I got it, Bruce. You don't have to. I got it, buddy. This pitch is in the dirt. Ben Gamel now at the plate with 2 down, 1-0 Houston. Runner at first base. Well, we're going to have to come from behind a third game. It's all good, Bruce. It's all good. Sometimes I will need help. Sometimes I'll be like, chat, what is going on? I can't figure it out. This pitch is fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike on Gamel. Pena went first to home in under 9 seconds on that hit. 8.96 seconds from first to home. That is fast. There's a called strike. That's 3 seconds per base, folks. That is fast. 1-2 the count on Gamel. Runner at first, 2 down. A run in for the Astros. That is a curveball that breaks low and inside. 2-2 the count. Would you stop jumping around, please? Thank you. The pitch. That one is fisted over the third baseman's head, and it'll get down for another single. My goodness. Kramer's running into some bad luck here as well. This ball was not hit hard. But it finds some real estate out in left field, and this inning continues with 2 on, 2 out. Zach DeZenzo is up next. Oh, please. Well, there you go. Folks, it's a series of unfortunate events. First pitch to Zinzo is low on a curveball, ball one. I mean, I might have to hang out on the subscreen page because it's that or try to get the game up on another channel again. Here comes the 1-0. That ball is drilled. Left field, over the head of Slater, up against the wall. 1 run scores. Another rounds third, coming in, and he scores standing. It's a 2-run, 2-out double by Zach DeZenzo. And the Astros lead it 3-0 here in the fourth. Wow. Tell me how you feel, Chilo. That ball was hit hard. We're down 3. Five hits now for the Astros. I'm with you, Nicholas. Like, you know, if an inning lasts more than 10 minutes, just cut the interview. Enough's enough. It's the Justin Verlander show with a opening act of a baseball game. Runner at second, 2 down. Mauricio Dubon, who is 1 for 1 today, at the plate. And that is a called strike, 97. Or is that 92? Couldn't tell. That number was fudged on the screen. 0-1 the count. There's a bunt. And it goes foul. The Astros have done this a couple of times in the series, bunting in unconventional spots. An 0-1 bunt attempt with 2 down and a runner at second there by Dubon. The count now 0-2. Way to go, Shoes. Sounds like you got your priorities straight. 1-2 the count on Dubon. And here comes the pitch. That is hit in the air, foul off to the right. Still 1-2 on Dubon. 2 down, 3 runs in here in the top of the fourth. Dean Kramer has seen his pitch count pretty much double in this inning. One-two pitch, hit on the ground, and diving stop by Henderson, but he has no play. Gunnar does save a run by keeping that ball from going into the outfield. It's now runners at first and third with 2 down. And the Astros are very close to hitting around in this inning. Got to get this out right here. With Altuve on deck. Chas McCormick coming up. I mean, I hope somebody's getting loose, because if this is 5 straight hits and you got Altuve on deck, I can't believe we haven't had a mound meeting, to be perfectly honest. How do you not go out there and slow things down for a minute? 5 straight hits normally induces a meeting from somebody. 1-0 the count on McCormick. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and the second baseman Holliday's got it, and he'll throw to first. But that was the 3rd out of the inning, wasn't it? Did Holliday just throw to first for no reason? Wasn't there already 2 down in the inning? Nicholas is typing it in. Is everybody going to just jump the gun on me in here? All right. Yeah, well, see, that just shows you why I don't want Jackson Holliday out there with a goddamn microphone on. Clearly, he's mentally not 100% with it in the field. He's bobbled balls out there. He's done some things that should be routine that he's made not look routine. And now he does this. I know it doesn't hurt us, but, I mean, it's just a sign that Holliday, like, oh, dude, you got to know the situation, man. I mean, imagine if he tries to turn a crazy double play when it isn't the third out and he throws it away when he shouldn't even be trying. You know, you got to know. You got to know the deal. I thought I was wrong. I'm sitting here double checking. Oh, boy. We are down 3 runs, folks. Going into the bottom of the 4th, and we don't have a hit. Well, things can only get better. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, maybe a special lucky will help. That'll work.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Josh, that's Thai. That is the Thai language you're looking at in the ad and a banner at the top. There, that better for you? Adley Rutschman is going to step into the box to begin the bottom of the 4th. He'll be followed by, who we got? Gunnar and Tony, right? That's right. We need to hang out down here, though. First pitch is a called strike. Rutschman is 0 for 1 tonight, hitting .264 in the season, 18 homers, 71 driven in. And this ball's hit on the ground to second base very slowly. Altuve throws to first in time. Rutschman is down. 1 out for the Orioles, still looking for their first hit. This doesn't seem to want to light up. I made this J too fat. Gunnar Henderson at the plate, and that is a called strike. Looked a little bit low. Gunnar looks back at the ump.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Henderson 0 for 1 so far. That one is a bad swing. Fastball about an inch above the zone. Gunnar was late and just couldn't stop swinging. 0-2 the count. Yusei Kikuchi, he's not a new arm out there. We've seen this guy plenty of times. This pitch is off the plate. One and two the count on Gunnar. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch. That is a foul ball. And we'll do it again at 1-2. It seems like the only section in the entire ballpark that's got every seat filled is the splash zone. The 1-2 pitch is a check swing off the plate low and away. No swing. 2-2 the count on Gunnar. And that was close on that swing there. Here comes the 2-2. That is swung on, hit on the ground softly. First baseman will dive to tag the bag and beat Henderson. DeZenzo with a heads-up play here defensively after coming up with a big 2 RBI knock in the top half of the inning. Anthony Santander's up, folks.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
My goodness. Somebody give the Orioles the memo that we are playing a ball game right now, and we should participate. Anthony Santander. I Santander you to not love this guy. First pitch to Tony is a curveball low. 1 ball, no strikes. Picked up from the Cleveland Indians in the Rule 5 draft 8 years ago during the winter. This pitch has popped up right center field. It's going back, but it's going to stay in the yard. Caught by Gamble out there in right. The inning is over. Tony looks frustrated, and the Orioles have been shut out not only on the board with runs, but hits through 4 innings. We head to the 5th inning now. 3-0 Houston. Yikes, folks. We need some chill music. Actually, I think I need to hit this button first.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
Let's see how the pranksters did tonight. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, folks. Hey, I know that year. Yeah, look, folks, we're going to celebrate 2,000 subs when we get up to like 2005 because, you know, people love to spoil BW's good time. So I'm going to wait till it's a little bit safe before we truly celebrate, and we should celebrate. You guys, I hope you're as excited as I am. I hope to do this for a lot of years. Jackson's total career and then maybe his kid's entire career. I might have enough time to do that. Yikes, I'm looking at a Taco Bell commercial, and man, oh man, is that not appetizing looking. Wow, that doesn't even look like food. I have not seen colors like that in nature. All right. Where are we?
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
That's Fitzy just apologizing for the lack of offense so far tonight. Jose Altuve at the plate. He smacks the first pitch in the left, right at Slater, who makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out in the 5th. That'll work. Alex Bregman. Oh, I don't want those runs. First pitch to Bregman is low. Adley tosses the baseball away, gets a fresh one. Want to know the count on Bregman 0 for 2 tonight. Next pitch is right down the gut. A sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kramer's up to 70 pitches now here with 1 out in the 5th. That 4th inning really dug into that pitch count. This ball is smoked left field and down for a hit. Man, oh man, get somebody up. Get somebody up. Kramer's given up 6 hits to the last 7 guys he's faced. Or make it 6 out of 8. I'm sorry. He got the Altuve out to start this inning. The last out. And 6 of the last 8 hitters with a base hit. And not a single mound meeting in that entire time. Here is Yainar Diaz now. And he goes after the first pitch, swing and a miss. Mike Elias seen in the stands, sitting the way he usually does, with his head pointing straight down at his phone. Always at work, Mike Elias. This pitch is way outside. Sorry, folks. This stupid scoreboard. Hey, there's Mike with his head up for a sec. Taking a look around. 1-1 count on Diaz. The pitch. Curveball hit on the ground. Shortstop. Gunner's got it. He'll flip to second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. That ball was hit a little too softly to turn 2. We do get the lead runner. It's a fielder's choice for Diaz, who's now at first base in place of Alex Bregman. I'll get it out. Here's a replay of that relay throw to first. Runner did beat it out. So 2 down, runner at first for Houston here in the top of the 5th. Kramer trying to get a 0 on the board after a bad 4th inning. This pitch is a comebacker. Kramer's got it. He'll flip it to Rivera, and that'll end the inning. So Kramer does give up the 1 base runner here. A single by Bregman. But that's it. We go to the bottom of the 5th. This game's half over, and we got to wake up, folks. I mean, I'm hitting this button for real this time. Enough is enough. Let's rock. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Let's go. What? We don't have a hit to our name? Is that what you're telling me? We don't even have a hit? You think that's stopping me? That's a good thing. This is a sport without a clock. Except for that damn pitch clock. Because last I checked, it ain't over till it's over. Folks, this will be the last ball game I'm calling before I take a little trip to the one country over. I hope it only lasts one day. Coming up on Tuesday night, about 9 p.m. Eastern. Or no, I think it's 10 p.m. Eastern. It's the last night, it's the last game being played on Tuesday night. The first game of the series against the Dodgers. So it's going to be 2 full nights. And hopefully only 2 full nights. Because, folks, if I'm not on for that Dodger game on Tuesday night, you know why. There's been a problem. So let's root for me to be on the air for the first game out in L.A. If so, all should be good. I don't know why I stress out about this thing. I mean, it's just a matter of going through lines, filling out the paperwork. But, you know, you hear stories about this. Well, there was this one time this guy thought he was just going to renew his visa, and they were like, no, you can't. Eloy Jimenez is up. First pitch was a ball, and the next one is taken on the inside edge for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jimenez, leading it off in the bottom of the 5th. Kikuchi's next pitch swung on and fouled behind the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The man, do you really think? Oh, Pure, you haven't missed it because I'm not celebrating till 2005 because there's just too many people out there who think that they're extremely clever. This pitch is hit on the ground, foul off to the left by Jimenez. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3-0 Astros in the bottom of the 5th. All 3 Houston runs coming in the 4th. Yusei Kikuchi has a no-hitter at the moment, and I don't mind saying that when it's the opponent. Please let me jinx him. The 1-2 pitch is over the plate but low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sunday night baseball on the eve of school starting back up in the Baltimore area. Here's a line drive, and that is over the glove of the second baseman into right field, a base hit. Jimenez sneaks a liner just over Altuve's glove, and finally, the tiny Altuve, his size helps us out. I got a feeling anybody else at second base is going to be able to reach this ball. But the tiny Altuve could not. Folks, we have a hit. Turn that damn faucet on. Holy cow. Leadoff man on. Here's Colton Cowser. First pitch is a slider in there for a strike. Yep, I jinxed him. Thank you, everybody. You can thank the hat, too. Just a little bit of hat magic for you. This one's low. 1 ball and 1 strike on Cowser. Folks, if you're new to the channel and you're not familiar with the hat, stick around. 1-1 pitch, called a strike on the outside edge. Good pitch from Kikuchi, 96 on the radar gun. Jimenez doesn't have much speed. He's at first base. Nobody out. The Orioles are finally on the board with a hit. Cows are going to try to keep the line moving. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's hit well. Center field. And it's going to be chased down out there in the gap in right center by McCormick. Boy, Cowser even took a look at that swing he got off. And that got me excited. But it's another relatively deep fly ball. 4 and out. 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Emmanuel Rivera is up next. Kikuchi's on 67 pitches right now. First pitch to Rivera, swing and a miss. Rivera was the first Oriole to reach base and the only one to reach until Jimenez's hit in this inning. And that was by a walk back in the 3rd. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. 97-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball from Kikuchi. No balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, the man, probably the track, probably. This one's lifted foul back behind the plate, and we'll do it again. Still 0-2 on Emmanuel Rivera. Kikuchi doing a lot of fidgeting between pitches. Here comes the 0-2 again. It's in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh, there's a photo of Kikuchi with what would appear to be a little boy, probably his son, And that is just plain damn precious. This pitch is high, and that'll get Emmanuel Rivera back into the count. It was 0-2, and now the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nothing worse than a fidgeting Coochie. Actually, I'd say nothing better. This pitch is low. And Kikuchi is wiping his brow with his uniform. Again, doing a lot of fidgeting that I don't remember him doing earlier in the game. Full count on Rivera, who steps out of the box. Payoff pitch. And that is a check swing. He did not go. And that is ball 4, folks. Rivera is aboard.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Folks, that'll get the tying run up to the plate. And we need something to get excited about, for God's sakes. Here comes Ramon Arias.
I have a brother. I have a brother.
And there is a meeting on the mound for Kikuchi. So you mean to tell me the guy that had a no-hitter coming into the inning gets a mound meeting before Kramer does? Okay. All right. Makes sense. We'll wait for this meeting to end.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich of Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
How are we looking over here? Da-na-na-na-na-na. Hey, 2 away from celebration time. Again, I have to, folks. I did the math. I counted precisely 5 people that want to ruin my fun. Ramon Arias. Come on, Ramon. We need a big hit. In fact, you know what? We're going old school. We're going old school for a sub-screen rally. Hang in there. I'm on the call. Here's the first pitch. It's off the plate. A slider. 1 ball, no strikes. "75 pitches so far for Kikuchi. The 1-0 to Ramon. Lifted foul behind the plate. 1-1 the count. All right, Baltimore. We've been waiting for something tonight. It's our best hope yet. 2 men on base. 1 out. 1-1 the count on Urias. The pitch, that is fouled straight back. And we'll have a 1-2 count now. Jimenez is at second base. And Rivera is at first. I think that's Jimenez, right? And this pitch is hit in the air to left. Pretty deep. Going back on it. Looking up, and this is a... Did Perez do it again? Bye, birdie! Ramon Arias has just hit a home run into the bullpen, and Cionel Perez caught it with his hat. I repeat, he caught it with his hat. The Orioles have come back. It's a 3-run bomb from Ramon, and I was so confused because I saw Perez catch it with his hat. That's like the 4th time he's done that this year. I thought I was watching a replay. I thought they were showing me a highlight from earlier in the year. Cionel Perez catches the home run ball. It's a 3-3 ball game. Holy shit!
It's magic. You know. It's magic.
I don't believe what just happened. Jackson Holliday at the plate. And apparently he's going to be given ball 1 because the pitcher took too much time. So a 1-0 count, and a slider's in there for a strike. Unbelievable, folks. Talk about coming up with some clutch hits. The Tony Salami, the Holliday base-clearing double, and now a 3-run game-tying bomb from Ramon Arias. Unbelievable. 3-3 ball game, bottom of the 5th. The hat, the subscreen. It's all working. Holliday takes low. And you people thought I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It's 2005. Go ahead and celebrate. We got there, folks. We got there. 2-2 pitch to Jackson. That's a called strike 3 for the second out of the inning. Folks, telling you right now.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Can I hit these hearts? This is me, folks. That's my heart right now. It is exploding. I cannot thank you guys enough for helping to make this happen, folks. We're over 2,000 subscribers into not even through the regular season of the first year of this here channel. 2 down and an 0-1 count here on Austin Slater.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
Next pitch is low, 1-1 the count. That's right, folks. It's not just me. It's all of us. That number represents all of us. Oriole fans for life. You better believe it. This pitch is hit into right field. Backing up into the corner. Looking up. And this ball, well, what did it do? It's a foul ball. My goodness. That ball could have been fair or foul. It could have been a homer. It could have been a double. Down there in that right field corner, that ball hits just a couple of inches to the right of the yellow stripe on the wall. Slater just missed extra bases. This will be the 30th pitch of the inning from Kikuchi, and that is a swing and a miss. A bad swing from Slater, and the inning is over. But the Orioles, folks, Ramon. Oh, Ramon.
I have a brother. I have a brother.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Perez. I mean, it's going to be one of my worst home run calls all season long. Did I never even say home run? I know it's one of my worst calls. Folks, I was absolutely duped. At first, I'm like, oh, my God, Arias just hit a deep fly ball. But I'm thinking to myself, really? And then Perez just goes like this. Perez just like, whoop. And I'm like, okay, I'm watching a replay. I got to be watching a replay. It's the editing, folks. It's the editing of these live games on contemporary sports broadcasts. They spend so much time looking at something, and then they'll cut back to the action with like a half a second to let you establish what the hell's going on. So, yeah, they cut away to something, and then they cut back, swing, and there's a drive. And I'm like, wait a minute, did we just cut to live action, or am I watching a replay? I don't know. I had to sit there and just think about it, and I'm glad I did. 3-run homer. My goodness. All right, let's get off this subscreen for a minute. The rally is over. The subscreen has worked. Everything's working, and it's a brand new day. How you doing, everybody?
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
My goodness, folks. This is the sort of come from behind when the chips are down against a solid team sort of play that you might want to see in October. You might need it. You might face a tough pitcher that's shutting you down for 4 innings straight. You got to hang in there, though. You got to hang in there. And how about Ramon, folks? Talk about a guy that a large chunk of Oriole fans out there are just waiting to see him get cut from the team entirely. I hope those people are having a little bit of humble pie right now. Because, folks, I don't know how to break this to you, but Ramon Arias has been one of the offensive stars of this team for the last couple of weeks. We are underway now in the top of the 6th. Victor Caratini looks at a called strike. We'll hang back out over here. Hey, Cantankerous. There's no tiebreaker yet. We got a 3-3 ball game. You missed the tie maker, but you haven't missed a tiebreaker. This one is low and in on Caratini. Dean Kramer is out there for his 6th inning of work. 77 pitches at the moment. Myself included, a lot of us were thinking that Dean was done there in the 4th, but he pitched a clean 5th inning. Now facing the bottom half of the order here in the 6th. He's got a 1-2 count on the number 5 hitter, Caratini. This pitch is over the plate but low, a split finger. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-3 ball game, top of the 6th. Houston scored 3 in the 4th. The Orioles replied with 3 in the 5th. This one's fouled back. Still 2-2 on Caratini, leading it off in the top of the 6th. Just a 4-game homestand against these Astros for Baltimore. They'll be flying out to California after the ball game. 2-2 is upstairs, and the count has gone full. Let's keep him off the bases, Dino. Here comes the payoff. That is fouled away. So long at bat here to the first batter of the inning, and I'm hoping the Orioles got some activity going in the pen. This is the time to get guys going. Doesn't mean Dean can't get through 6. Just means if he can't, we got to have something ready. This pitch is fouled away off to the left again. Kramer's pitch count climbs. Still a full count on the leadoff hitter in the top of the 6th. Payoff is high for ball 4. Let's have a talk with Dean. Show me the bullpen, please. Look, Dean's fine. You know, it hasn't been a terrible night. It hasn't been an electric night. It's been an okay night. But I want it to remain okay and not get out of hand. Who's in the pen? First pitch here to, who's up? Ben Gamel is a splitter off the plate, ball 1. Gamel 1 for 2, singled and scored. Just as, oh, never mind. I'm looking at a wrong stat. The 1-0 pitch. That one's hit in the air, center field. Cowser is there, though, and he makes the catch. That one was hit pretty hard. But Cowser, playing in the right spot, makes it look like an easy out. 105.7 off the bat. Yeah, that was squared up. So a fortunate first out, but that should be a red flag to Brandon Hyde right now that Dino has given up a walk and now a very hard-hit baseball. He is on 86 pitches. And the first pitch, a curveball that somehow just kissed the top of the zone there, if it did at all, to Zach DeZenzo. DeZenzo 1 for 2. He's got a couple of RBI tonight. This pitch is fouled back 0-2. 0-2 on DeZenzo. Runner at first, 1 out, top of the 6th, 3-3 ball game. The Orioles lead this series 2-1. Pitch swung on, and did he miss it? Yes, he did on the splitter. See you later. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. First pitch is a curveball fouled behind the plate. Dubon is 2 for 2 so far tonight. The only batter in the lineup with more than one hit for the Astros. Pitch number 91 on the night is fouled straight back. And he's ahead of Dubon 0-2 as Dean Kramer. Trying to get through 6 innings. And if he can get this final out, the Orioles, should they score in the bottom half of the inning, could get Dean into a winning position. Otherwise, it'll be a no decision. You want him to get out of this inning. A tie ball game. This one is hit on the ground. Third base side. Arias looks at first and then throws to second to get the force of Caratini to win the inning. Folks, Dean Kramer had a bad 4th inning, but guess what? He's just pitched a quality start. 6 innings of 3 runs, and his day is probably done. We've got a tie ball game as we head into the bottom of the 6th. Folks, grab a drink, grab some snacks. It is Sunday night. We're chilling like Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I'm watching too, BW. This is a great ball game. Might have to write a song about it or something.
I tell you what, that's hand-rolled, folks. That is hand-rolled, okay? I mean, I've got one skill. This is it. Look at that even burn. It's not running. It's not running anywhere. Look at that. Not even getting all that sticky stuff on the back end either. I mean, this is probably the most perfect joint ever rolled right here. I'm really enjoying it. Lovely. Medicinal purposes, everybody. Adley Rutschman will lead it off for the Orioles. He'll be followed by Gunnar Henderson and Anthony Santander. How's that sound, folks? Sound exciting? Adley, Gunnar, Tony? Kind of, the meat of the order coming up here. We are in the bottom of the 6th. Rutschman is 0 for 2 tonight. Kikuchi still out there on the mound, 86 pitches so far. And the first pitch to Adley's in there for a strike. 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Kikuchi. Adley 0 for 2 at the plate, but he has thrown out a base runner defensively tonight behind the plate. Swing and a miss here. He's behind now 0-2 in the count. 0 for 2 at the plate and 0-2 in the count. Yikes. Here's the pitch. And that one is fought. Wow, did he get a piece? He did. Okay. Rutschman fights one off to stay alive on a pitch up and away. Still 0-2 on Adley. Come on, Adley. Keep it up. Was it 3 hits yesterday? That's a curveball that hangs up and outside. Adley went after it and can't touch it. He strikes out. 4th strikeout tonight for Kikuchi. 1 down in the inning. Folks!
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom. His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
How you doing there, Robert? I'm the scoreboard. It's a 3-3 ball game in the bottom of the sixth. 1 out, nobody on. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. Kikuchi on the mound. Pitch number 91 of the day is high for ball one, a 96-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. How's that for a catcher-upper? We caught up, Robert? The 1-0 pitch is hit on the ground. Second baseman Altuve got it, and he'll throw to first. 2 down. Gunnar hit it hard on the ground, 107.4 off the bat. But right to Altuve. 2 down, nobody on. Little 2-out magic from Tony.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Why not? These three guys so far combined tonight, Adley, Gunnar, and Tony, a combined 0 for 8 at the plate. Somebody's got to do something in this part of the order. That pitch is upstairs for ball one. Get those taters up, folks. We need another tater. 2 out, nobody on. Good time for a tater. This pitch is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Kikuchi, 94 pitches now. He's trying to complete 6, and that'll probably be the end of the day for him. That pitch is low. A changeup. 3-0 the count. Eloy Jimenez on deck. He's got one of the 2 hits so far tonight. That pitch is fouled away by Santander. A slider that Kikuchi tried to backdoor. Tony fights it off. 3-1 the count. I don't know why I said fight it off. It was a 3-0 pitch. What are you doing swinging at that 3-0, Tony? That looked like a 2-strike swing. That one is swung on and missed, and now the count is full. So, just like that. Kikuchi back into the count after falling behind 3-0. Bases empty, 2 down in the bottom of the sixth. 3-3 ball game. Houston and Baltimore. Santander waiting on the payoff pitch. Here it is, and that's low. That is low. Take your base, Tony.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
All right. And that's going to do it for Kikuchi. A signal to the bullpen by the Astros, and his night is done. 5 2/3 innings, 98 pitches. Call to the bullpen. BW, when I used to play ball, I rarely swung at a bad pitch. Well, that's good hitting. Or good plate discipline, I guess I should say. I need a regular Lucky. $31 games to go after tonight. 1/5, not even 1/5. Closer to 1/6 of the season. Who is this lady in my face? Get out of here, lady. You bother me. It's not often I get to watch commercials. Normally, MLB TV will just kick me off to a "we'll be back in a minute" screen. But I guess with the Sunday night game, I get to watch some commercials. Hey, there's Ken Griffey. I bet you this is a funny ad because he's a celebrity sports figure, and he's like at home raking leaves. And here comes the umpire to kick the leaves, and that's funny. And boy, Ken Griffey, he's a natural actor. You can see it. He really knows how to. He's a regular Groucho Marx. Hey, and here's that guy that's in everything. Yeah, they've got him in a commercial for Corona now. All right. Way to go, that guy. See you in 8 other things this month. Capital One. What's in your wallet? Ah, man. All right. Oh, I caught a lady just before they cut away from the crowd. Lady in the crowd doing the sprinkler move while dancing. Oh, that almost reminded me. Am I? Yeah, it's not 7th inning stretch time yet. Here's Eloy Jimenez. That pitch is up and in. Hector Neris, right-hander, veteran, on in relief for the Astros. First pitch nearly got to Eloy. Two down, runner at first, 1-0 count on Jimenez. The pitch, that is a called strike, a bad one by the ump.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Might be the worst call of the night. That's about 2 inches outside, maybe 3. Next pitch from Neris is up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike on Eloy Jimenez. We're in the bottom of the 6th, 3-3 ball game. Runner at first with 2 down. There's a swing and a miss on a splitter from Neris that started to drop low and away, which I have not seen Jimenez been able to cover that area of the plate too well since joining the team. Don't tell anybody, but if you pitch Eloy a little bit off the plate, a little bit low, you can probably get him out. 2-2 the count. Pitch. That one's right down the middle, and Eloy pops it straight up. Second base side. Altuve goes into the outfield grass, and whoa, a snow cone there. Altuve. That ball nearly popped out of the glove, but he holds on to it. He gave us a snow cone. The inning is over. Jimenez pops out to win the 6th. We head to the 7th inning, folks, still tied at 3. All right. Folks, I'm telling you right now, if we can take 3 out of 4 from the Astros.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
That is a stone-cold promise from your boy BW.
This is great iced tea.
Isn't it, though?
This being Baltimore and all.
Yep, that's where we are. How about that Urias home run earlier, huh?
Bye, birdie.
I tell you what. Probably my worst call. Probably not making a highlight clip out of it. But I'll enjoy it all the same. What a home run. Can't believe it. Perez catches it in his hat. I mean, what are the chances? That's like getting hit by lightning 4 times. Hey, here's a quesadilla commercial. Taco Bell again, right? Oh, yeah, that looks natural. Yep. No sign of oncoming diabetes anywhere here from this food. Hey, we got some Little League action. Somebody's laying down a bunt, and somebody's throwing it away. Catching out some Little League highlights between Florida and Chinese Taipei. And it looks like Florida walked it off. It's a walk-off for the Florida Little League team. They win it 2-1 in 8. Speaking of kids, there's a bunch of kids hanging out, dancing. One's got a cow hat on. Some little girl with a giant orange chain, looking like Flava Flav. Hey, we got a new guy out here on the mound here. Birch. Bert Schmidt is in to relieve Dean Kramer to begin the top of the 7th. And he's got the 9-1-2 hitters due up. First pitch to Chas McCormick is inside for ball 1. McCormick, 0 for 2 tonight. The 1-0 from Bert Schmidt is right in there, a strike. 95 on the gun. Birch, my favorite kind of beer that isn't alcoholic. The 1-1, that one is swung on and missed. 96 on the inside edge. Yeah, boy. We gonna win this game, boy. 1-2 the count. And this pitch is inside 2-2. I mean, if the Mets can have Grimace as their like honorary mascot and have the Hawk Tua girl throwing out first pitches, why can't we have somebody like there's a called strike 3, 97 miles an hour.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Jesus, Bobby. That Bert Smith just threw a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. He struck out. Here's Jose Altuve. First pitch, swing and a miss. Either that or he tapped it at the plate. The ball wound up right at the feet of Altuve. 0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 7th. 3-3 ball game. Birch Beer, just as a name. How about the Beer Man? Here. Swing and a miss on a sweeper from the Beer Man. Birch Smith. Jose Altuve, I don't even want to read that stat. We'll wait on that stat. This pitch is off the plate outside. I'm reading a stat. If you're watching along, you probably see it too, but I'm not about to talk about that until this game's over. I'd love to see that stat come to an end tonight. 1-2 the count on Altuve. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 7th. Altuve 0 for 3 tonight. And that ball's hit on the ground. A shortstop, Gunnar, backhands, throws across his body in time. Altuve is 0 for 4. 2 down in the 7th. Alex Bregman is next. Gunnar with a slingshot throw. First pitch to Bregman is a curveball that stays inside for ball 1. Two down, nobody on. 1-0 count to Bregman. And this ball's hit in the air, left field and deep. That ball is going to get out of here. Bregman clears Baltimore, and the Astros have regained the lead on a home run to left by Alex Bregman. We've kept him pretty quiet through this 4-game series. He's come up big for Houston here. We are trailing again. It's now, what is it now? Wait, is that a 2-run shot? What? Wait a minute. That's a 2-run. Wait, somebody was on base? Oh, no. How did I miss? Who the hell was on base? Oh, there's another home run. Oh, my God, another home run. Next pitch. That's what just happened. Yainar Diaz just went deep. Back-to-back home runs on back-to-back pitches to left field. Wow. I got it, Chilo. It just took me the few seconds to see it. Thank you. Birch has been touched up with back-to-back jacks after getting 2 outs. 5-3 Houston now in the top of the 7th. Ouch. That ball was hit to the last row of the splash zone. That ball was absolutely crushed. Here's Jeremy Pena. Yainer Diaz on that home run, by the way, if I did not say so. Sorry, Yainer Diaz. 5-3 Houston, top of the 7th. This pitch is popped up. Adley takes off the mask, has a look, but it's a couple of rows back into the stands. I love the guy. There's like a 42-year-old dude who winds up with that baseball who's got like great seats. And he reacts like, he's found, what do you call it? Like the Fountain of Youth, or I don't know. Like, dude, we just got touched up for back-to-back home runs. Like, I would just reluctantly get that foul ball and sit my butt back down because I'm mad. 1-2 the count on Pena at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Hey, I just got a foul ball. Yeah, great. It's like being at somebody's funeral and finding a quarter on the ground. Hey, look what I found. Swing and a miss. Birch Smith strikes out Pena, but the damage is done. The Astros hit a pair of homers on back-to-back pitches. Alex Bregman and Yainer Diaz. And the Astros have taken a 5-3 lead here. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Folks, I know that inning isn't going to make it too happy. But it is the 7th inning stretch. We've got our traditions. I'm not about to break them for the Astros. So I'm just going to do my part and throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in chat if you really feel something for this team. You're not giving up. By the way, folks, 130 likes already. That's fantastic. I haven't even brought it up tonight. You guys are fantastic. Folks, if you haven't hit the like button, we got over 200 people here. Over 4,000 have viewed at one point or another. If you don't mind helping out the channel with a simple gesture of just tapping the thumbs up at the bottom of your device, that would be fantastic. Everybody here would appreciate it, including yours truly. Once again, folks, thank you and congratulations to all of us for passing 2,000 subscribers tonight. We had a nice little jump on a big night. 30 subs. Get in. Get in.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Folks, I'm telling you right now, and I'm being dead honest, I would like to keep those subscribers, but if that number got knocked back down to 1980 or whatever, and it meant that we come back and win this game, I will take it. I will take it in a heartbeat. Give me a win more than give me subs. Give me a win. That is priority numero uno. I need to close this window or this door. This has been open way too long. Way too long. Oh, my Whew. Yeah. We came back on Friday. We came back on Saturday. We've come back tonight once already. Why not come back again? Why not? Coldest? Can I be honest? Am I greedy and hoping that this season ends on 2,500? That's what I'm trying to get after, 2,500. I think that's a reasonable expectation given the trajectory of how things have been going. And that's not asking too much. Maybe it'll be a big jump. Maybe playoff time, we'll see a big jump in numbers. I don't know. But great start so far, everybody. Great start. I can't wait to upgrade this channel with some of the bells and whistles that'll make everything look better for you. The presentation, the whole kit and caboodle, going to get a nice big upgrade during the off season. And I will be trying to provide a little bit of content as well. Not going to be hanging out with you every day like we are during the season. I need to take a break. Colton Cowser is at the plate to lead things off. And he takes a check swing. It's a called strike either way. Hector Neris is still out here on the mound for the Astros. Come on, Cowser. Here's a splitter that bounces in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cowser 0 for 2 tonight. Average currently at 247. 1-1 pitch is a splitter, and that's a beauty right there. Knee high on the inside edge for called strike 2. Bottom part of the order due up here in this inning for the Orioles. They will see the likes of Gunnar and Tony at least one more time tonight. Down 2 runs. The 1-2 to Colton Cowser. Swing and a miss. He chased a splitter in the dirt. 1 away. Well, with the righty Neris in the ball game, the Orioles are going to pinch hit here. Ryan O'Hearn is going to come on in replacement of Emmanuel Rivera, left-handed bat. He will remain in the ball game and play first base. Up now to pinch hit. A little bit of a mound meeting here between the pitcher and the catcher. Caratini now just heading back behind home plate. Sparse crowd, folks. I don't even know if we've got 20,000 there tonight. Maybe 22,000 or something, but that's the most I would think. There's a swing and a miss on a splitter that is looking pretty nasty here from Neris. That split finger. 0-1 the count on Ryan O'Hearn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
And this one's another splitter that's popped up and behind home plate into the crowd. No balls and 2 strikes. O'Hearn batting .269 on the season. He is a good 2-strike hitter. But, man, that splitter looks pretty unhittable right now. This pitch is upstairs. Neris goes to the fastball. Ball 1 to O'Hearn. 5-3 Houston in the bottom of the 7th. The Orioles 1 out, nobody on. This pitch is hit in the air to center by O'Hearn pretty well, but it's going to hang up there. 1 foot in front of the warning track. Man, how many balls have we hit just a foot shy of the track tonight? That's another one. And that is the second out of the inning. Ramon Urias, folks, give this guy a hand.
I have a brother. I have a brother.
Probably 10 feet. The man, I hope you make that reference for years and years to come. Because I'll never forget it as long as you keep keeping it alive. One of my favorite moments of recent days. Ramon Urias takes a pitch inside. Ramon with all the offense tonight on 1 swing, a 3-run bomb. This pitch is upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ah, thanks for the memo. Now I know I can stop calling the game. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one's fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Neris hung a splitter that time. That is when that ball's hittable. But Arias couldn't do anything with it except foul it away. 2-2 pitch. That one's lifted. Got some good wood on it, but it's going to be chased down out there and left, and crashing into the wall is Mauricio Dubon, and he is writhing in pain on the ground after an absolutely sensational catch. Unbelievable. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Man, he is in agony down there. He is just turning over. He's trying to just lay down and not move, but man, he really crashed into that wall. Gave it all, gave his whole body up to make this catch. Wow. He went in hard. Outstanding catch by Mauricio Dubon. A tip of the BW cap right there. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Maybe just the wind knocked out of him. But he could have a concussion. Not sure. Right now the trainer is on one knee with Dubon lying on his back, answering questions. Several of his teammates are gathered around him, and now they've gone to commercial. So we'll wait on this. We've got a break in the action. Was that the final out of the inning? I think it was. Yeah, that was Ramon. And Ramon came very, very close to finding a spot and getting an extra base hit. But, man, what a catch from Dubon. All right, folks. So that's the end of the inning. And I don't know if they'll come back straight with the batter coming up for Houston, or if we're still going to have Dubon laying out there in foul ground in left field. But hopefully he's going to be all right. Man, that was rough. There's no give on those padded walls when you go to the side. When he hit the outfield wall, I mean, not every outfield wall around the league, but most of the time, you know, it's a wall that has nothing behind it. So you're just talking about a couple of inches worth of wall that usually has a little bit of buckle, a little bit of give. But when he crashed right into that side wall, you're going into a wall with just some padding on it. And he slammed into that wall. My goodness, what a catch. Whew. Call Elon Musk for side padding airbags. That would be interesting. That would spark a conversation. I think it's a pure medical trainer position, BFH. I don't think he does anything to, like, address a pitcher's, you know, arm slot or a hitter's hole in his swing or anything like that. Just the medic. The guy, the first responder, and if you got a real injury, off to the doc to see what the hell happened. Physio and stretch techniques. Yeah, I'm sure, like in spring training and stuff, probably leads the team in a bunch of exercises and all that stuff. I actually don't know the name of our team trainer, and I should. Anybody know what our trainer's name is? Dubon is now walking on his own power, gingerly. Okay, we're ready to go now. It's Victor Caratini at the plate. Switch hitter now batting from the right side. Cionel Perez on the pitch for the Orioles, the lefty. It's 5-3 Houston in the top of the 8th. And it's ball 1 to Caratini. Here's a slider hit on the ground to short. Henderson's got it over to first. 1 down. Houston 5, Baltimore 3, top of the 8th. Houston went up 3-0. The Orioles tied it up. Houston went back up with a pair of runs. Can we answer back one more time? We've got 2 innings to do it. 6 outs to play with. Here is Ben Gamel, who takes a called strike on a slider outside half of the plate. 0-1 the count. That pitch is swung on and a tapper at the plate. Foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Zach DeZenzo is on deck. Dubon, who took that hard slam to the wall. He's due up after that should the inning get that deep. I would think they're going to pinch hit for him and take him out of the ball game after that. 1-2 count on Ben Gamel is low. 2-2. That's the best way to do it, Kevin. Come on now. I make way more mistakes than they do, but I'm way more entertaining. It's not even close. 2-2 pitch is up and in. Rutschman unable to grab it. Goes to the backstop and caroms several yards away. Wait a minute. We've got a pregame demonstration. This is Cionel Perez during batting practice, catching a batting practice home run ball. This is what he does. I mean, I've never seen anybody do it more than once, and Perez has done it at least 3, maybe 4 times this season. This pitch is ball 4, a slider off the outside from Perez, and Ben Gamel draws a 1-out walk. Sixth, Kevin? Sorry, 6th of the season or just altogether? I mean, if it was that many, I feel like it has to be beyond this season because in my mind, I'm thinking of about 3, maybe 4. This season, he's done it 6 times? That's crazy. That is insane. Runner at first, 1 out. And this pitch is inside to DeCenzo. So you guys are listening in. So they talked about it 6 times. That's crazy. I mean, first of all, just to be, this ball dunks foul down the right field side. Foul ball here for DeCenzo. He's 1 for 3 with a double, scored a pair of runs. He only had 1 RBI coming into the ball game, so he's tripled that number with that swing. Again, this is a Houston ball club without the likes of Kyle Tucker or Yordan Alvarez. The 2 big lefty bats, they're pretty right-handed heavy. This pitch is hit on the ground to third, and Arias throws the ball away over the head of Ryan O'Hearn, and that'll get DeCenzo to second, lead runner up to third, Gamel. Arias, he's been pretty steady at third lately, but this was a wild, wild throw. A solid foot over a leaping grab attempt by Ryan O'Hearn. That was not pretty. There's only 1 out in the inning. 2nd and 3rd. And it looks like we will get a pinch hitter for Dubon, who should not be playing further into this ball game. Jake Myers is going to come on to pinch hit. Meanwhile, the Orioles appear to have a mound meeting going on. It is 5-3 Houston, second and third, one out, top of the eighth. We are down 2. That's a bloop and a blast. Any more than this, it's going to be very difficult with only 2 innings to go. Matt Bowman is up for the Orioles, right-handed reliever. He's made 1 appearance with the team since getting called up. The infield is going to play up on the lip of the infield grass. First pitch is hit out to right field. Santander is there in his tracks, makes the catch. Here comes the throw in, and it will be not in time. Both runners advance. It'll be a sacrifice fly scoring Ben Gamble. And heading over to third base is DeZenzo. The Astros now lead at 6-3 with 2 down and a runner at third. Sacrifice fly on a pinch hit from Jake Myers. Me forget? I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I forgot how to forget. Here's Chas McCormick takes up and in with a fastball for ball 1. Well, our bullpen, some nights they keep us in the game. Sometimes they're the reason we win. And then sometimes they're the reason we fall out of it. And tonight, that appears to be the latter. So far, Birch Smith has given up a couple of home runs. Ciano Perez has given up a run here in the 8th. Runner at third, 2 down. A 2-0 pitch here to McCormick. That one is fouled away. 2 balls and a strike. Apparently 3 is a magic number.
3 is a magic number.
This ball's hit in the right field, pretty yes, deep down into the corner, and that ball is foul.
3.
Whoops. I'm going to wind up getting a copyright claim for that stupid 3 is a magic number drop. I'm going to have to edit it out of the archives. I got a feeling. It happened one time before. That ball nearly got out of here down in the right field corner. It is a foul ball by just a couple of feet. 2-2 pitch to McCormick is swung on a miss. There's a slider from Perez. That is out number 3. Inning over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Ciano Perez gives up a run. And the Astros have gone back to their 3-run lead that they had earlier in the ball game. It is now 6-3 going into the bottom of the 8th, folks. I tell you what, if we need a utility emergency outfielder, I say, yeah, get Ciano Perez out there and don't give him a glove. Just give him a hat. He'll be fine. What's shaking? Who's due up? Let's find that out. Holliday. It'll be 9-1-2. Holliday, Slater, and Rutschman. If Ced Mullins is available, he could come on to pinch hit for Slater. But that's uncertain. We'll see. Just 2 hits for the Orioles so far tonight. It's rather amazing we've had 3 runs on the board at all and had a tie ball game this late with just 2 hits and 3 walks. 1 big swing. Bottom of the 8th, folks. 6 outs to play with, and then your boy's got to go hit the road for a day or so. I don't wanna. Hoping the weather will cooperate. Okay, sir. We try to keep the the language at a, you know, at least time it for a time that makes sense, maybe. I don't know. Jackson Holliday's at the plate. First pitch is low for ball 1. Jackson Holliday, 0 for 2 tonight. 5 home runs, 19 driven in on the season. Takes low on the slider. 2-0. Need base runners. By the way, folks, it's Abreu into the game. Brian Abreu, who gave up the farm there in that inning where Santander hit the salami. This was the guy on the mound. There's a slider in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. So a chance to go after the guy that helped us out a couple of nights ago. Normally Abreu, a very good reliever. 2-1 pitch. That one swung on and missed. A slider. Count even up at 2-2 on Jackson Holliday. Bottom of the 8th. Holliday, the leadoff man. The Orioles down 6-3 to Houston. 2-2 count. And the pitch is a curveball. Make it a slider, hit in the left field. And waiting on it is McCormick, who's now in left field. Jake Myers, brought into the game after pinch hitting for Dubon, stays in the ballgame and is in center, with McCormick shifting over to left, making that catch. 1 away in the 8th, back to the top of the order. Slater will hit for himself here.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
First pitch to Slater is outside for ball 1. So said Mullins probably not available. Either that or just not a big enough spot to use him if it's a 50-50 situation. This pitch is off the plate. 2-0 the count on Austin Slater, and that's going to induce a visit from the catcher, Caratini. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th, folks. 2-0 count on Slater. If he can figure out a way to get on, we've got some big guys coming up. This is probably the inning to make the comeback if we're going to do it. Gunnar and Tony due up. Adley as well. Adley's on deck. Yep, there's the list of all of our pitchers that aren't available. Danny Coulombe should be a couple of weeks away. There's a called strike to Slater after that mound visit. 2-1 the count. Slater 0 for 3 tonight. Facing a right-hander for the first time in the ball game. And that is a big swing and a miss on the fastball at 97 from Abreu. That looks like Jordan Westburg out there fielding grounders with a cast on his right hand, his throwing hand, and he's just out there one-handing ground balls. Man, what a hero Jordan Westburg is. Little clip of him doing some drills. One-handed. Austin Slater's got a full count, folks. Can't wait to get Westburg back. Here comes the payoff pitch. That is right in there. A slider, and Slater stares at it for strike 3. 2 down in the 8th. Time is running out. 4 outs now to play with. 1 out to play with here in the 8th. Adley Rutschman due up.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
There is a not too flattering photo of James McCann, but hey, he's a boss. What are you going to do? This pitch is low. 1-0 to Adley Rutschman, 0 for 3 tonight. Folks, if you're wondering why is this offense looking like this, well, when Adley's 0 for 3, Gunner's 0 for 3, and Tony's 0 for 2, I don't think we win too many ball games that way. This pitch is inside, 2-0. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. Rutschman had a 3-hit game in the late afternoon game yesterday. Tonight, 0 for 3. This pitch is a called strike, a slider on the bottom of the zone. 2-1 the count. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Rutschman. Oh, it doesn't. I caught myself. It's 2-2. Your boy's on fumes. Your boy's running on fumes right now. Adley has 1 home run in his last 29 games. And we all remember that home run. It helped when we hit it. But it kind of underlines the problem. He's been trying to hit him. The 2-2 to Adley is in the dirt. Full count. Full count. Gunnar Henderson on deck. All right, Samuel, I will continue to keep mine, and I will continue to watch the Orioles when they don't win games, because this is baseball. Swing and a miss, and a throw down to first to complete the out as that ball was in the dirt. Rutschman strikes out. The 8th inning is over. We head to the 9th. Houston's up 6-3. Folks, 162 games. Remember last year when we won 101 or 102? Whatever. We still lost 60 games. 60 times you had to sit down over the summer and watch the Orioles lose. It happens. I'll tell you this. We come out of this series and we only get a split. If that's the only, I can handle that only. Yeah, they feels bad on nights like this, and the previous 2 nights you saw magic, you know? It's baseball, folks. I'm very, very thrilled with the fight this team showed the past couple of nights. We might wind up with just a split, but it could have been so much worse, folks. I mean, the offense, the pitching, everything was looking real bad coming into this series. And then that first night, you got Corbin Burnes on the mound against the rookie for the Astros, the fringe 5th guy in their rotation, Spencer Arrighetti. You're thinking to yourself, all right, well, we're struggling, but game 1, that's our game. And then we go out and lose that game. I mean, that was the bottom. That was rock bottom right there. And we come from behind the last 2 nights. Yep, it's happened, Samuel. It's happened. Bruce, I like to think of it as this. I mean, I'm a fan. I have emotions. I'm not always going to be even-keeled. There's plenty of evidence already here on my channel. But at the end of the day, I'm a fan, but I'm also like the pilot. We're all on a vessel of some sort, right? We're on a journey. But I'm the guy that's steering the vessel. So I can't panic. I can't go out of my mind. Well, I can go out of my mind when we win in dramatic fashion. I enjoy going out of my mind. But I still got my hands on the controls. You know what I'm saying? You got to, folks. I mean, how would you... I mean, you know, God bless Chuck Thompson. I don't hold myself anywhere near to the legend of a broadcaster he is. That he was. But, you know, you tune into a guy like Chuck Thompson for some comfort. Game in, game out every day. If you had a guy flying off the handle all the time, yelling about this problem or that, I don't think that would make for a very good experience tuning in every game. Matt Bowman is out here, and he's got a 1-1 count on Jose Altuve after a called strike one that looked high. Altuve is 0 for 4 tonight, and we'll talk about something here in a sec, I hope, which is very, very good to talk about. I'm just hoping it's going to be true. This pitch is fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 297 average at the moment for Altuve. The 1-2. Swing and a foul. He got a piece of it. A sweeper that broke off the outside of the plate. And the diminutive Altuve still able to reach out there and get a piece of that ball. Man, he's a tough out. He is a tough out. 1-2 pitch. Another sweeper, or that's a sinker. Called strike 3. Guess what, folks?
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Guess what's just happened, folks?
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
That's right. I'll say it one more time.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
For the first time in his career, future Hall of Famer Jose Altuve has been held off the bases in a game at Camden Yards. First time. Alex Bregman at the plate. 0-1 pitch is low. They brought that stat up during his last at-bat, and I'm like, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that until I know that that's going to hold true. We finally shut down Altuve. There's something to take away from this game. This one's hit on the ground to Holliday. He'll throw it to first for the second out. 2 down, nobody on, top of the ninth. The Astros lead it 6-3. It's going to take 2 bloops and a blast, folks. Hey, Samuel, you know what? It's okay, dude. You know why? Because you just sat here and you just rationally explained the way you feel, and you owned up to it, and you wear it, and that's being a real person, man. You're aces to me, Samuel. Stick around. Stick around, and maybe a little bit of the optimism will rub off on you. We'll see. Yainer Diaz is at the plate right now. 2 down, nobody on. We're all in this together, folks. This pitch is that's a grounder. And Gunner's going to throw to first. But Diaz reacted as if that ball hit him. And that looks like that's how the umpire sees it. Yeah, he got it off of his foot. That ball is not in play. That's a foul ball. 0-2 the count. Folks, did I just see something flash by? Look at Samuel. How about this, folks, for some generosity? Give it up for Samuel.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Gifting 5 memberships out there to some brand new bird watchers.
Message for you, son.
This pitch is off the plate to Yainer Diaz. 2 down, nobody on, and he's got a 1-2 count. Diaz with a solo shot earlier tonight, 1 for 4. Lovely. Hey, I know that dude. Swung on and missed. Bowman strikes out Diaz, and the inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
The Astros are going to bring on the closer, Josh Hader, the lefty. And unfortunately, the order due up isn't quite to my liking because it's going to be Gunner and Tony to lead it off. So the best those two can do is to get us to within a run. It's going to take help from everybody. In the ninth. Can we do it a third straight game? Come back and win a ball game in dramatic fashion. This would be the most dramatic of them all. Down 3 in the ninth. Hey, look, more talking animals in some insurance commercial. You never see that anymore. Boy, I just wish my insurance commercials had more talking animals. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a cable commercial. Oh, and I bet this guy does something amusing. Oh, yeah. Hey, folks. Has America made a funny commercial since I've moved out here? I'm just wondering, because every commercial is attempting to be humorous, and none of them are. Is this how every commercial is now? Just celebrities trying to be funny? It just comes off extremely cringe to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Oh, don't get me wrong. Out here, we get some crazy-ass commercials. Oh, there it is with the Taco Bell. Ew! Ew! Get that HD, not real meat out of my face. What is that? What are you eating? Throw that away. All right, Gunnar Henderson's going to lead it off. My God, somebody's going to go into a coma eating that stuff. 2 hits from the Orioles all night long. Fitzy chiming in. How you doing, Fitz? Good to have you, buddy.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
The home plate umpire is out here having a little bit of a talk with Josh Hader about something. And meanwhile, another umpire is talking to someone with Orioles security who's on his walkie-talkie. I have no idea what this is about. If anybody else does, feel free to chirp up in the Charm City chat. There is a delay here. Home plate umpire is at the mound, and another umpire way out in the outfield. Some reason for this stoppage, but I'm not sure what. Ah, the great late Bill Hicks, one of my very favorites. Now, you want to talk about a smart guy. That guy was smart. So, the grounds crew, okay. So, Josh Hader apparently just isn't satisfied with how we've groomed our pitching mound, and he has ordered the grounds crew to come out and make this mound to his liking. Are you serious? Are you serious? Who gets this kind of red carpet treatment? Deal with it, bud. It's the same mound everybody else is throwing off of. What is this nonsense? Got to be just right. Yep. There you go. Just a brand new mound. We're going to have a 10-minute delay so that this dude... Imagine a player from like the 19 teens or 1920s looking at a scene like this. Going, really, dude? You can't throw? You sure? You sure you can't throw, buddy? I mean, what was it? What did they even do? Just smoothed it out a little? Get out of here. Hey, by the way, Josh Hader has converted 27 straight saves, and I say that in order to jinx it. Let's jinx this douche. All right, that might not have been very professional of me. All right, here we go. Bottom of the ninth. Gunnar Henderson, now. Ready to go. Josh Hader, are you ready? First pitch. And no, you don't get the call, buddy. No, you're going to have to actually throw it in the zone. If you want to get your own custom mound, you're going to have to start throwing strikes. Want to know the count on Henderson. 0 for 3 tonight. That one is laid off again, close, but no call. That's right there, Josh. You wanted a perfect mound. Well, you've missed the zone. What you doing, bud? 2-0 pitch. Swung on him, fouled back. 2 balls and 1 strike. Oh, how much talk would there be around baseball if Hader blew this save? Because everybody would talk about him asking for the mound to get manicured for him. The 2-1 pitch is up and in, 3-1. 3-1. We need base runners. Gunnar doesn't have to do anything but get on. Here comes the 3-1. That is outside for ball 4. Folks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Folks, don't go anywhere. Your boy's sensing something. There is something afoul with that stoppage, with that mound manicure. Anthony Santander coming up.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
First pitch is a called strike, 98. Belt high on the inside corner. Tony hitless tonight, but he's drawn a walk. 6-3 Houston, bottom of the 9th. Pitch is inside. 99 on a sinker from Hader. 1 ball and 1 strike. Folks, one more base runner gets the tying run to the plate. Nobody out. The pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the left. Tony way out in front of a slider. 1-2 the count. It's our last chance, folks. Last chance saloon. Bottom of the 9th. We're down 3. Nobody out. Runner at first. The 1-2 to Santander's high. 2-2. Come on, Charm City. Get them taters up. Home run won't tie it. In fact, I'd prefer to not hit one right here. I just want to get them on. That one's hit hard, but right at the center fielder, man. Damn it, Tony. Oh, you hit it so hard. 103.6 off the bat, right at the center fielder, who's already playing pretty deep. 1 out in the inning. Eloy Jimenez is next. And, folks, I'm going to take you home right here on the sub-screen. Why? Because no spoilers, and it did give us some luck earlier, did it not? Let's go. Eloy Jimenez is at the plate. First pitch to him is upstairs, triple digits on the fastball. Gunnar at first, 1 out, bottom of the 9th. The 1-0 pitch is swung on. This could be 2. Flip to second for 1. Easy throw to first. Jimenez not trying to hustle down the line at all. And the ball game is over. That did not work.
Big buck, stop it all.
Look, folks, I'm going to show you why I'm cut from a different cloth right now. I can take this Orioles loss. I can absorb that. What I can't watch is Eloy Jimenez not trying to run out a double play ball. Dude, there could be a bobble. There could be something. You're a DH. All right? You're getting paid to do one thing. You know, go up to the plate, hit the ball, and then you run around. You only got to do it a few times, dude. Do not pull that shit going down the line. Honestly, that really pisses me off. I do not tolerate a lack of hustle. I do not tolerate a lack of hustle on this team. Nope, sorry. You wonder why the White Sox were bad. It's for having an attitude like that. Look, I'm not going to sit here and make Eloy the poster boy for this loss tonight. I'm just saying. I'm not tolerating that here. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Could have kept the game alive. You don't know. You don't know, dude. Could have kept the game alive in the bottom of the ninth. What are you doing? What if you do that in the playoffs? Honestly. Somebody get in that kid's ear. Folks, final score, Houston 6, Baltimore 3. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Houston. Baltimore 3 runs on just 2 hits and an error. Folks, I mean, you look at this. 3 runs, 2 hits, and you wonder how the hell we were even in this ball game at any point, but we were. Unfortunately, we could not figure out some things. It took a long time to get to Kikuchi. Urias finally did it. But once it turned into a battle of the bullpens, we gave up 3 runs and they gave up squat. So that's the story of this one, folks. We're going to take a look at a game that's 2 nights away. And, boy, it's going to feel even longer away than that for me. Believe me. We're going to take a look at the next game. And I'll get on out of here. I got to actually go visit the doctor's office. What's up, Doc? Nah, just some run-of-the-mill insomnia. I'll be fine. All right. By the way, the Orioles now drop back to, what, a game and a half behind the Yankees? They won earlier today. That's hard. But, look, we came away with a series split against a Houston side that, again, one of the hotter teams in the league. And if you told me this was going to be how it turned out, I would have said, that's cool. 4 days ago, I would have said, that's cool. We'll take a split. That's cool. And we did. We got a split. All right. So the next game, so this is the Monday. Let's dig way down deep. The final game on Tuesday. Way out in Los Angeles, folks. Get ready for the bright lights. The Sunset Strip. The Grand Theft Auto City. L.A. The Orioles are going out there. And I guess it's going to be, what, 10 p.m. first pitch? Late night, folks. Hey, show of hands. Who's going to be here to watch the Orioles take on the Los Angeles Dodgers? And, folks, look who's pitching for L.A., huh? Oh, we've got a storyline here. It's the return of Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty starting for the Dodgers on Tuesday night against Cole Irvin. That is what is up next. Tuesday night, 10 p.m. I'll be on the air at 10 p.m. Eastern. Sharp. That'll be 9 a.m. my time. And man, oh man, folks, that next game, I'm going to be a wreck. I am telling you now, I know already, I am going to be a wreck. But I'm going to give it my best. Just hold out hope that I'm not, that I just don't show up, because that is a problem. Right. Okay, folks. Thanks so much to the Charm City chat. Once again, folks, I know it's not something, given the result of the game, to put a whole lot of celebration into. So it's a bit of a muted celebration, but I just want to point out one more time that I'm really, really grateful for the support that people have shown for this channel, especially given, again, I've said it several times before, just a minimal amount of resources, zero connections, zero idea really of what the hell to do in terms of running a YouTube channel. It's really been amazing. I mean, not even just turning out. I mean, I've got people cheering me up when I'm off the air. I mean, I can't be more grateful. So it's a milestone for the channel, but it's just another reason for me to say thanks to everybody and for tolerating me, tolerating my personality. I get it, folks. My personality can be a bit abrasive for some people. can put a few people off. Can definitely make people who make quick judgments of first impressions turn off very quickly. But then they probably would say the same about me. Hey, BW, you kicked me out so fast. Yeah, what are you some kind of totalitarian over here? No, I just want a good chat, and I think we've been building a great chat over here. I really do. Good folk. All right, guys, have a good rest of your Sunday night. Sorry about this result. Take some time off. Clear your head. I know Mondays typically suck, but apparently the kids are going back to school. Maybe that's a break for some of you guys. I don't know. But we're going to do it again on Tuesday night. It's big stuff, folks. West Coast, Dodgers, Ohtani, Betts, all that stuff. Is Mookie healthy? I'm not sure if Mookie's back. I think Mookie just returned. I don't know. Maybe Mookie's not fit. Anyway, it should be an exciting matchup. Of course, whenever we face the Dodgers, memories of 1966. Why not? All right, folks. I'm out of here. This has been the Birdwatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Good night, everybody.